Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Thursday, and it's March 8th, and we just got one bit of economic news release scheduled for today, and that's the weekly jobless claims. Last week, we had a reporting of 354,000 people applying for unemployment. We figured just to have it basically in that same range, and it kind of jumped up a little bit, 362, so a little bit more than we anticipated. But it's still we're still far under the 400,000 mark. Now tomorrow will be where we have a lot of the big numbers for the Bureau of Labor Statistics, where we'll be reporting. So we'll see unemployment rate, job creations, um, and along those lines, pay wages and everything else around that wage of employment. So tomorrow will be the big day as to what we're kind of gearing up for, what investors are kind of gearing up for. So we'll take a quick look at what's going on with the headline news. The stock market is currently up a little bit, and so a lot of it has to do with the private. What they're doing is there's with the private investors that hold the Greek debt. There was some concern, especially on Tuesday, that maybe not a lot of them will go ahead and do the bond swap. So what that basically means is that they hold their own notes or their bonds for their debt. What they needed to do is reduce that principal. So they're swapping the old ones for the new ones, which is basically about a 53% loss for them. So they're basically forgiving about 53% of the current balance. So there's concern that a lot of them won't jump in or kind of work with them on it. So what they're finding today is that more of them are kind of stepping in and going ahead and proceeding with it. So this is kind of also some good news, which is kind of helping the markets today. So we'll kind of take a look here at the bond market, what's going on, how interest rates are moving today. And as we could see, we kind of had a stalemate yesterday, as we kind of what they call a star effect. Touched on the both lines from the ceiling and the floor, and it kind of remained in the middle. We did start the day off about a few basis points lower, and then we're kind of touching on the ceiling today. We might stay in this sideways pattern, kind of waiting for tomorrow. Now, if we get the good jobs numbers coming in tomorrow, depending on where it's at, it's possible we could close some gaps or maybe even drop quite a bit. Or if we get worse bad job numbers, obviously we'll get improvement in the bonds, and the market won't like and get improvement in the bonds because there'll be concern as to growth, and jobs is obviously the important signs of growth. All right, folks. So interest rates are about the same or a little bit better than yesterday, just because depending on when they did the pricing. So we're pretty much in the same realm of things where we were at interest rates yesterday, and again, you guys are on my site. Come to mikesdailymarketreport.com. Please subscribe or stop by the YouTube channel. Subscribe, Mike's Daily Market Report. And I hope to see you guys there. You guys have a wonderful day, and we will see you tomorrow.